Hello, welcome to another video in my fantasy worldbuilding series, Heroes of the Ravaged Gardens. In this episode we'll spotlight a certain class of warrior descendants in the Maraki'an military. The Amnonites call them Sos. In their own language they are the Amyon Arkal, those that destroy iron, handpicked, armed and trained in order to deal with Amnic Knights specifically. They are Maraki'an Knightbreakers. Maybe you remember that the Maraki are very particular when it comes to family lineage. Knightbreakers are of course descended from the seventh scion, the warrior, but in particular from one of her daughters, the hammer. They have masterfully crafted armor, with segmented plates perfectly fitted together to not allow Amnic swords to pierce through any gap. The armor is inspired by the carapace of giant zoobugs, rare isopods that live in the caves and mines of the mountains. Seeing one of these rare critters is said to bring good fortune, and design choices influenced by them can be seen in the flanges of the helmet, back and tail armor, as well as their shields and the decorative braids on their bever. Their bever is latched in place, but can be unhooked and slid down the front on two rails attached to the large gorget. Thus they can shout orders in the field, or eat and talk in camp or on patrol, without having to remove the whole helmet. I think the bever gives them a very cool and aggressive look with that mecha-inspired prow on the shin. Knightbreakers are armed to break knights. Their primary weapon is a short lucerne hammer, a beaked warhammer with a pike. The hammer deals blunt force trauma to the Amnonites' heads, hands and joints. The beak can pierce helmets, and the pike can be used to find gaps in their armor. Additionally, they are armed with a heavy mace for backup and a long, thin but strong dagger mounted to their pauldron. While primarily an offensive weapon, fanatic Knightbreakers have been known to use them in ritual suicide in defeat, emulating Maraki war priestesses. Being in an era of relative peace, the Order of the Amyon Arkali has not seen a lot of rejuvenation these last decades. But old can mean experienced, and that is certainly the case of the long-living Marakians, who can still strike fear in the Amnic Knights. That's all for today. Critique and opinions are welcome. Thanks for watching. Bye!